I'm now beginning my journey back to Poland. The first leg of my journey takes me across the beautiful nation of Macedonia to Serbia's Krontince region. The Macedonian border, and I just found out that there's no one to open the gate. So I don't know how long we're gonna be here. I think we should just drive through. At the Macedonian border, and as soon as I got off the bus, I just got hit with this intense heat wave. It feels like it's 100 degrees out here. Right here is the Vardar River, the longest river in Macedonia. We're driving through the beautiful, nice country of Macedonia, formerly part of Yugoslavia. That's why its longer official name is the former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia. Beautiful country. Co już ponad 3 godziny próbuję rozwiązać Rubik's Cube, ale to jest rzecz niemożliwą. Nie da się. Tam są przepiękne widoki, a ludzie okna sobie pozasłaniali. Right down there are the ruins of the ancient city of Stovi, a Paeonian settlement established between the 8th century BC and 480 BC. It later came under Roman rule before being abandoned sometime in the 6th century. The first excavation took place in 1924, and they're still excavating today. Traveling by autocar certainly has its pros and cons. The pros, it's quicker, safer, easier, and more comfortable than taking public transportation, and you get to see a lot of the countries you're traveling through. But you're also restricted by where the driver decides he wants to stop. So there's a lot that you don't get to see, like those ruins we just passed, which for someone like me who absolutely loves that kind of stuff is really frustrating. But I can always return to these countries and see them properly. To jest przepiękny kraj. Muszę kiedyś wrócić, żeby całą Macedonię zwiedzić. Bo to jest naprawdę przepiękny kraj. Below us is a small farming village of Otowice, and we're crossing the Psinia River into the town of Kapilanovo. Macedonia actually has the 4th largest Muslim population in Europe, around 33%, most of whom are ethnic Albanians. So it's not unusual to find mosques in this part of Europe. This one in Kapilanovo is the strangest one I've ever seen, with its trapezoidal shape and unusually high minaret. Kind of funny that I'm seeing my first mosque in Europe. This habitat we're traveling through right now is known as the prairie or steppe, and I didn't really associate this kind of habitat with this part of the world, but this is actually one of the last countries in Europe where you can still find natural prairie. But even here, most of it has been turned into farmland. Honestly, this habitat reminds me so much of the US that if this was anywhere else in the world, I wouldn't even give it a second glance. But this is why I find so fascinating about Macedonia, is that you see things that you don't typically associate with Europe. That beautiful building up there is the St. George Orthodox Church. It was only constructed in 2006 and is named after the patron saint of Kumanovo. We're entering the town of Kumanovo. Throughout this part of Europe, you can still find these rather unattractive apartment blocks reminiscent of the Cold War era. Completely different style of architecture than we saw in Denmark and the Czech Republic. Well guys, it's time to bid farewell to this amazing country. This was by far my favorite country we crossed. With its vast array of cultural influences, this truly felt like no other country I've been to in Europe. And it is one I will definitely be returning to. We've arrived at the Serbian border. It's going a lot faster than it was going that way. O, fajny gościu idzie.
Śmiejesz się z daleka?
No tak. Nie wiem. Fajnie. We've just crossed the border into Serbia. Just over those mountains is Kosovo. And I was told that they don't like Americans here, but the people have been nice to me so far. At this gas station here. And there's the border right over there that we just crossed. Oh, I just ordered this Serbian sandwich. It's pretty good. I just got 50 dinars, which is the Serbian currency. I'm gonna add it to my collection of international money. Beautiful Serbian prairie, a habitat that has all but vanished from this country due to farming. We're traveling through Krontince, the poorest region in Serbia. Over there in the distance we can see the small town of Alijerce. Village of Samolica. It's home to just under 900 people, almost all of whom are ethnic Albanians, who call the village Samolice. At the center of the village sits a small mosque, an unusual sight in this almost exclusively Christian country. My journey through Serbia continues north to the outskirts of Belgrade.
Vidjet ćeš prizore potresne, vidjet ćeš nesrećne i bolesne, vidjet ćeš čemer smrti jad. Pogledaj stado anđele, sve sami pogajni prosjaci, slepi tumaraju u gomili, svima su kičmu polomili, od tebe očekuju spas. Pogledaj bagru anđele, njihova duša je prokleta, svima su stavili amove, sebi sagradili hramove, ruke im ogresle u krv.
This has to be by far my favorite region of the country. Serbia, for the most part, has been fairly unimpressive in terms of scenery, but this part of the country is absolutely beautiful, with the green mountains and the lush fields. The houses in this part of the country are also much nicer. This part of Serbia, I actually like.
Ruke im ogresle u krv, podigni mač svoje anđele, seti se krstaških ratova, seti se preglanih vratova, kad dođeš Bogu na istinu, nek ti u duši vlada mir. Usliši molitve anđele, da Bog da potrkali dušmani, pa budi anđel osvete, neka na svojoj koži osete, šta znači beda, strah i bol.
Serbia is a country that has always had a bit of a bad reputation in Europe, but since I didn't really interact with the people here, I can't say whether or not this reputation is deserved. Oh, that's the moon over there. Oh wow, ale to fajnie wygląda. From Belgrade, it's still another 2 hours to the Hungarian border. We've just crossed the border into Hungary, went really fast this time, and we made it this pit stop, but you can't really see anything. I have to say I'm a bit disappointed because Hungary is the only country on this trip that I feel I didn't really experience. We only drove through it at night and we didn't even go through Budapest. I don't even feel that I've been here. So this is one country that I will 100% be returning to someday. From Ruszke, I travel straight through Hungary and Slovakia before arriving back in Poland the next morning. Oh, I think we're still in Hungary.
A szívem hangosol, szíved válaszol szerelemmel.
Tak, to Węgry ciągle, bo Słowacja nie jest taka płaska.
És most hallgatom, csendé változol szerelemmel. Rég volt, együtt jártunk még, bennem marad a kép, ma is oly szép. szélben szinte száll, hallom nevetésed, muzsikál.
It's still a little dim outside, but I'm glad I at least got to see a little bit of Hungary during the day. Oh, we've just crossed the border into Slovakia and we're in the town of Shahy. Now, this is something truly spectacular. Morning fog covering these beautiful sunflower fields.
Treba mi ženu, dobre sa mi vodí, s krčmi ma neženú, nehrdzaviem z vody, s krčmi ma neženú, nehrdzaviem z vody. Prelietavá myseľ, duša námorníka, ženba nemá zmysel, ľahko jej unikám, ženba nemá zmysel, ľahko jej unikám. Povedz mi Bože, kedy sa už zmení, prečo nemôže čar jednej ženy podmaniť si moje srdce raz a navždy, nech zakotvím na pevnom mieste ako každý.
We finally arrived back in Poland. There's the father, Krakow, the famous castle. O, widzą ryby. Nie widzą. O, widzą. Spending this many hours in a bus with the same people, you end up making friends with some of them. The 6 countries, 13 days, more than 1,800 miles, and we're finally back in Częstochowa. I have to admit, I was a bit reluctant about trying out this travel style. However, it turned out to be one of the most enlightening travel experiences I've ever had. This journey made me realize just how diverse this continent is. Thanks to this journey, I've now filled in 8 of the world's countries on my ever-growing travel map. I see now why so many foreigners choose to travel this way. But spending only a few hours and seeing them from the window of a bus has only given me a very small taste of what these incredible countries have to offer. So Denmark, Poland, Czech Republic, Slovakia, Hungary, Serbia, Macedonia, and Greece. I'll be back. But in the meantime, there are other fascinating corners of this planet to be explored.